Okay, on the draw for the first time with this deck. This hand looks pretty reasonable. So we're playing probably against Green Devotion here. As you may notice, we are back to the fill in the extra match with the tournament practice room because alternate limited format has shot the motor economy. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't really know what to say about it besides they need to fix something. So I don't have a lot of time this game. I'm not actually sure if Infinite Life beats my opponent. I think in theory it doesn't. I think my opponent can put their entire deck into play and draw everything but a primal command every turn. It's a lot of mana. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but it's probably really bad for me. It is kind of sweet that with this combo, you can kind of just like... Ooh. This card really wants a Bone Shredder in the format. Fiend Hunter. There we go. Why aren't you Squire? You're just worse than Squire. Titan. Okay. That's a magic card. Nice. So I just have infinite life gain anytime I want here. That's cool. Because it takes too many clicks, I'm just not going to spend time doing it. So I'm going to Goyf. Yield to this until end of turn. I don't think I'm supposed to jam there. This Anafenza worth attacking with? I'm taking out a permanent. I think it is. No promises though. I guess my opponent can now just like put a creature on Anafenza, put a creature on Kitchen Finks. Then I have to sack the Finks and get it out of combat. just have the infinite life combo on board in case anything horrible happens to me. I guess my opponent's like well out of Genesis wave range, so not too concerned. Oh wow, this whole Veryl's Goyf thing's actually really nice. Did I not play a land that turn? No, I did. I had 2 last turn because of the Black Source. So I can put 3 counters on the birds right now, which is not lethal for my opponent. Though they do have to block Veryls or Finks, which is not good for them. It's a lot of mana. Maybe I was just supposed to move Goyf counters over last turn. I couldn't do that, could I? Short mana. Wave for 4. That's like the worst wave possible. It's not a bad wave, but... I also don't mind that my opponent has a bunch of actual magic cards in their Genesis wave deck. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think that does anything. Let's get a white black land. Let's do this right. I think I'm just supposed to... I should have done the math first. That's 8. Yeah. Nice. Not doing the math on my part leads to me being 1 damage short of lethal over the next 2 turns. 8 plus 5 is only... $21. Unless I can get a sorcery in the graveyard. Don't think that's possible. I'm 1 short of drawing Abrupt Decay. And there's no way for me to bestow onto that 8/9. I think I'm just supposed to shove on this birds. Just make the clock as fast as possible in case my opponent draws another Nalea's Disciple. This card is doing a lot of work. The fact that all these lands all these enchantments aren't stacked up on the same lands, does make it a little easier for me because my opponent couldn't just draw a Genesis Wave for 1,000,000. They only draw it for 3, 7, 11, 10, which I think 10 might be beatable. That is a Birds of Paradise bringing the beat down. That might be a record for me, at least. Assuming I just want all of this removal. I want Rex Sage because my opponent's the enchantment list. Yet again, get out of my deck. Why are those cards here? I think Abrupt Decay is great. I'm down to 25 company hits. So probably board at least one of those out. Maybe I'm just supposed to board out a bunch of that card. Ooze seems quite bad. Want all my lands against this stupid acidic slime nonsense. I don't want Sin Collector or anything, so I guess it's probably just a Goyf that comes out. I think I still want some number of companies, but that could be wrong. I think this hand is better than the first one, but it's not by a lot. It's like a 3-spell hand. I think that's the Verdant Catacombs is no. This is the worst fetch. That's wrong. The Verdant Catacombs is worse because I don't really want a basic forest here. I'm just gonna get like turn 3 here. Yeah. Yeah, about that. Okay. Not going to combo out this game. Don't think I'm going to have a chance, to be honest. But definitely not comboing out this game. Carrick's pretty good in that deck. I remember thinking about this like a while ago when this deck first was like really popular. Which was pre-Valencia, I want to say. Just going to kill the creature right now. Probably get beat to death by beasts. And the card made 3 beasts? What the hell? The card was so good when it was a fair magic card. Well, at least my opponent is not going to get Genesis Wave ranged this turn. It's possible that deck just doesn't even have Nykthos, honestly. Or maybe he has like 2. So my opponent's Wolf Briaring. I'd just be dead to Wolf Briar here. Just pack up the cards, get ultimated by Garrick. Oh, is this a wave? For 4? That doesn't seem very good. Okay. I have a feeling this game is not going to go very far for me. I think Goif's also where it's at in this matchup. Or no, it's not, because my opponent doesn't have a graveyard and they're boarding in relics. Goif is the opposite of where it's at. Trying to think if Pontiff is good. Trying to figure out how to win this game, actually. Probably involves Township. He's going to get a green-black duel. That was wrong. It's going to get a green-white. Not sure I'm going to beat Beast Token after Beast Token, though. This deck dilutes down a lot worse than normal pod. A collected company being a part of your game plan is pretty huge. This is a start. I don't know where it gets me, though. And I forgot about casting my land, or playing my land first, in case I wanted to leave a... I don't know. I'm trying to think of why I would want the path up, but... This is a start. I can potentially get Garrick off the board if I do something smart. Which might be asking a lot. Maybe I just need the Archangel in this matchup. It's just a big flying creature. Not sure why my opponent has not drawn an additional card with these relics yet, though. Oh, it's because I'm going to lose this game immediately, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of mana. Path actually seems atrocious and should not be in my deck. That's enough. Board out Goifs, probably. Let's get this back in. Let's get this back in. Let's get this card out. Let's get that card out. My opponent's shown that they're dedicated to not letting that happen. I'm okay having the full combo in, because it forces my opponent's hand on a lot of stuff. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 23 targets for a company. I'm okay having another, I think. Rather than a Pontiff or a Sin Collector. Very conditional interaction of Sin Collector. Have to catch my opponent with a wave. Not any other spell. Or not any other action spell out of my opponent's deck. Feel like this is borderline okay. I do not want to pay life. Mostly I just want to see how good this card is. And by that I mean I know exactly how good it is, and it's just awesome, and I want to do that. And I'm also hoping I draw a fetch land or a black source right here to immediately kill my opponent's land. Nope. However, we are getting closer to company time. Now, my opponent has to have Nykthos in their deck. Otherwise, there wouldn't be Burning Tree Emissary in it. It's just very likely there's not a full set. Because it is kind of awkward with like a lot of your double green hands to have like the Nykthos auto mulligans that you see in standard. Yeah, the mana in this deck could use a little bit of work. That's probably the weakest part of it. Like this white mana base with like white black base green. Some real stinky mana base is going on. I think Satyr's better to kill than the Sprawl. Yeah, that's right. Dismember? Jeez. That's aggressive. For 5 mana on my opponent's side next turn. Gosh, Collected Company into Eternal Witness has to be so good. Don't Acidic Slime. Oh, what just happened? Oh, Harmonize. That's not a card. Dismember? That'd be pretty cute. Nope. Definitely not blocking. Opponent also definitely doesn't have Dismember, so let's think about this. I can Abrupt Decay, which would hold my opponent off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably a significant amount of mana. But I think I just want to jam here and see what happens. Okie dokie. That's a first. Actual full-on whiff. Probably going to lose. Yeah, that didn't happen to me the entire time playing Collected Company at the GP. I'm probably due for that one. For what it's worth, I can't really imagine normal Melirapod beating that deck very easily either. So I think this deck has a lot of the same weaknesses. Well, I'm going to take a lot of damage here. And my opponent's going to have a Relic. And a bunch of mana. And a Hasted Xenagos. Which I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with. Huh. Yeah, very dead. Just in case you were wondering how many it is, it's enough. The art on this card is actually pretty nice. I've never actually taken a look at it. Oh, another target creature? Oh, that's fine. I can beat that. I didn't know it was another, actually. Totally beat this. It's a winnable board state. Perfectly fine. Probably just getting ultimated by Garrick next turn without any way to defeat that. We'll just have you remember, I got one. It's good for one. Opponent doesn't even tap out, so I'm absolutely dead to this relic because I can't combo out in any way. Useful. Let's see. Just spin the wheel. Maybe there's a chance. Yeah, just now.